in the league that are certainly going to have something to say about it. But let's just be honest. In the law of kings and queens, you know, the iron chair. I'm talking about the Game of Thrones now. The iron chair is set aside for the prince,
Yesterday's
for the
price
heir.
is not today's price.
It's save money where the knowledge prevails. It's the head for me. Y'all can chase the tail. Pick so precise, it's like we're reading it in braille.
Yo, 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 what's up? What it is, what it do? It's your boy, Two Picks Shakur, aka Mr. Audacity. I can't believe he did that. Yeah, I did. Listen, thank you all for tuning in to episode 6, Save Money podcast. Let's get to the business. All right. I want to welcome all of you to the Safe Money Podcast, your go-to source for all the latest and greatest in sports and urban culture. We are here to break down the trending topics, give you the inside scoop, and provide expert insight on everything from game day strategies and urban culture. Whether you're a seasoned bettor, a sports fanatic like myself, or just someone who loves staying on top of the urban scene, we've got something for you. Tune in, stay informed, stay down, stay with us, and let's make some safe money. Yeah, baby. Let me tighten up. Right real quick. All right. So, man, we had an interesting day, interesting night. Last night was the opening of the NBA draft, and it was interesting. Really don't have a whole lot of time to just recap it all and talk about it all. So we're just gonna highlight a few things that took place on yesterday. During the draft or at the draft with the number one pick, of course, and some interesting picks that took place after that. Actually, tomorrow we're gonna deal with more of the draft because round 2 is gonna be taking place today. So we gotta find out where King James' son, the Prince, we gotta find out where the Prince is going, huh? We gotta find out. We gotta find out where the Prince is going, because he is the Prince. He's next in line for the chair as the heir. Now I know that there are going to be some other players in the league that are certainly going to have something to say about it. But let's just be honest. In the law of kings and queens, you know, the iron chair. I'm talking about the Game of Thrones now. The iron chair is set aside for the prince, for the heir, for the son of the king. Mufasa is getting old. Mufasa is getting old, and Simba is now on the come up. So we got to see what's up. Let's go. Let's go. So, the Atlanta Hawks selected Zachary Rashia. Rashia? It's French, and I speak it. Parlez-vous français? Mille more, Messi, wee, and bun buns, and all that good stuff. All right? Zivo Savazi? Yeah. Zivo Shaquille O'Neal? Zachary Regia is currently the number one pick for the how you say Atlanta 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 Hawks. Let me quit playing. The Atlanta Hawks with the number one pick, they selected Zachary Regia last night. He is currently a forward. It's basketball is not like it used to be, where power forwards were prominent. Right now, it's just forward. He's a 6'9" forward from France, 194 pounds with a wingspan of 6'10", 6'10". Wow. This kid is he plays the wing. He is recognized as a defensive player, a perimeter defensive stopper. This is good. I believe this is good for him, considering the fact that we have never seen Latrey play any defense. So I think this would be a decent pickup for the Hawks. Another wing to play the switching game, because that's what the NBA is about now. They not a whole lot of them are getting over the screen, staying connected to their man. Everybody's switching, and that's just the era that we're in. At 6'9", he's able to defend the post a little bit. He's gonna have to get his weight up. He's definitely going to have to get his weight up. He's going to need to get his weight up. 194 pounds at 6'9" is just not going to get it, baby. I mean, I can push him around. You heard? But he's in the East. He has time to develop. Like I said, he's athletic, rangy. He's able to defend the perimeter. He's able to pick up 94 feet and give those Lucas and those Tatums and those Jaylen Browns a fit. All right. Like I said, now he's from France. We don't know we do not know exactly how physical he is, because you have to be physical over in the US of A. But it is said and stated by some of those Frenchmen and those other countries that we're the ones soft. That is to be determined. I can see where the argument lies. I mean, because the NBA is totally different, and then if we begin to talk about the NFL, they're now converting over to flag football, damn near. But hey, it is what it is at this point. So yeah, congratulations to all of the men that were drafted last night, and to those that are going to be that are projected to be picked up. It's a dream come true. I'm happy for you guys. I'm pretty sure ever since you picked up a basketball and rolled into Midget and Mike, you had ambitions and dreams to become an NBA ball player, and so a portion of that has already begun. Now it's time to fill up those other to-do lists. Rookie of the year, NBA Finals MVP, regular season MVP, 3-point contest champion, slam dunk contest champion. So all of these things lie ahead of you. Psalms 20 verse 4 says, may the Lord grant you all of your heart desires and establish all of your plans. And so that is my wish for you all. All right. Next in news, next in line, we have the LA Lakers. They got a shooter. Los Angeles Lakers, they picked up Tennessee guard Dalton Ketchett with the number 17 selection of the draft last night. He's a 23-year-old young man. He began his journey as his collegiate journey as a JUCO level, at the JUCO level, before transferring to Northern Colorado for 2 seasons, finishing as a fifth-year senior with the Volunteers. Ketchett won the 2023 and 24 SEC Player of the Year, helping Tennessee capture its first conference regular season title since 2018 and propelling the Volunteers to just their second Elite Eight in school history. He's a shooting guard from Tennessee, 6'5", 212 pounds, wingspan 4'9", with a 39-inch vertical. I believe this was a good pickup for LA. They need, seriously, some shooters. They need some shooters. I mean, the guys that they have out there, they're shooting, but they're not shooters. They finally picked up a shooter, and I believe also the upside to it all is that Ketchett is now playing on a team not just beside LeBron James, but he has an influencer in J.J. Redick, who is a shooter himself. Shout out to all the Duke fans. It's Duke Nation over here, baby. Yeah. So he's going to just show him the good old Blue Devil way. You know, I believe he's going to get a lot of touches. It's just all, and I feel as if he's going to be given the green light from the jump as far as a shooter is concerned, considering the fact that he looks to be. I saw him play during the tournament and a couple of times during the SEC tournament as well. He can shoot that thing. He can let her rip. You hear me? He can shoot that thing. We didn't see any highlights of him defensively. Now I understand that it's a league where, you know, we putting up a lot of points. All that is fine and dandy. But when it comes down to the playoffs, you have to be able to defend somebody. And that's the reason why the Lakers go home early every time. They can't defend nothing. And then, you know, when you're not defending anything, of course you spend all your time playing defense, trying to defend, and you don't have any defenders. And so when it's time to get down to the other end and actually put up some shots, because you got to score in order to win, someone has to outscore the other. You know, they're slack. But I believe this will help. Yeah, and it's funny because they have him on ESPN listed at 6'5", but I swear I heard them say he was 6'8". I don't know. They be boosting height. I mean, hell, they have the Prince James. They have him at 6'4". I mean, I've stood beside the brother, and I if he's 6'4", I'm 6'3", and I know I'm not 6'3". All right, but hey, nevertheless, it was a great pick yesterday. Happy for all the men, and tomorrow we'll talk a little more about the draft, because it's, like we said, it's going to be going on today as well. So we'll have some more information and some highlights and some updates about some of the trades that are going on in the NBA draft as well. Let's deal with yesterday's predictions. I talked to you all about the Baltimore Orioles. We talked about the Orioles, the Rockies, and Oakland A's. The Oakland A's were drug out in the middle of the street. They were ran over 5 times by the Halos. They covered the Spradini. I talked about taking the Rockies. They were drug out in the middle of I-10. And every car on the highway ran over them 7 times apiece. They were beaten yesterday by the Houston Astros 7-1. Okay, hopefully when they wake up, they'll make it in time to the next game. The Baltimore Orioles, they covered. They won 4-2 against Cleveland, who had been dragging their asses all week. I know they are so glad they got them out of their house. Okay. Yeah, it was rough day, 1 out of 3. We gave away also the Atlanta Braves, who handled the early game. They covered the spread, 6-2. But then later on that evening, they too were drug outside by Big Mama and beaten. So yesterday was rough. Yesterday was a little tough. But today we're gonna pick it up. Absolutely. And we're gonna start off by picking it up at 340 against the Minnesota Twins. All right. The Minnesota Twins, I believe, are going to come out. I'm just going to take their money line. The Shakur consists of the Baltimore Orioles. Here's our Shakur. The Baltimore Orioles with the spread, the spreadine, against the Texans, Rangers. And then we're going to take the Yankees, who were annihilated. They have been tossed. I mean, my God, they got misused yesterday by the Mets. And so I like them today, recovering with Carlos Rodden on the mound today. I like them covering the spread, the Spreadiniani, the 1.5, the 1.5. His counterpart is Jose Barros, who will be on the mound for Toronto. I really like New York stepping it up today, along with Baltimore Orioles. I like them stepping up today as well. Both teams. This is my Spradine. This is my Shakur. I'm sorry. Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees with the Spradini Anioso. And you can just throw in the Minnesota Twins at the money line. I like them. They've been playing some good diamond, some good baseball, and I have an exclusive play. I won't be able to give that out until later on today. So listen, you can follow us on Facebook at Safe Money 365. Instagram, you can catch us at Safe_Money 365. On Instagram, we post all the pics. So if you want to see if anything that we talked about, if it hit, you can catch it on the IG and Facebook. Follow us, like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. We're going to be having some exciting things to take place here in the future. Some watch parties and other things of that nature. Listen, our Safe Money brand, our T-shirts are currently out. You want to place your order? DM, hit us up on Instagram. I told you, safe_money365. Facebook, safe money 365. You got your Shakur. Baltimore Orioles. Make sure you get you some. Baltimore Orioles with the 1.5, the spread, the Spadini Anioso. The Yankees, 1.5, the spread, the Spadini. All right? Those are your two plays today. And then I threw in a little swag bag for you with the Minnesota Twins with the line of Munyon. Make sure you get you some. All right? Make sure you lock in with us tomorrow. All right? Today is a new day. We get into this money. All right? Listen. No reckless wagers. Let every move be a plan. See what I did?
That's the safe open up.
Put money in.
Let the safe open up. That's the safe open up. Let the safe open up.